Good afternoon, everybody. Happy Friday Eve. Friday Eve. Settle down. All right. I wanted to come on and talk to you today about, as the title says, don't stack your pain. All right. And how your habits and your integrity can save you. So we all know habits, our habits, what we do regularly, without fail, almost unconsciously. It's part of our schedule. Working out, making good choices, that type of thing. And then your integrity, which is doing what you say you're going to do when you say you're going to do it. Which is that's actually our number one core value at Viking Vitality, and probably my number one core value as well. And what I mean by this, about not stacking your pain and using your habits and your integrity to save you, is the force of average, or life, or shit happens, whatever you want to call it, will come in and it will fuck things up for you. All right, something is going to happen. No day is going to be perfect. There's going to be something. The day might be so good you might not even notice it, that it happened, but there's going to be things that happen. And you don't want to stack your pain by doing something that's out of integrity or against your habits and actually making it worse. It might be satisfying in the moment, but in the long term it won't be. An example of this would be, you had a disagreement with your spouse that morning. Hey Heather, what's up? You had a disagreement with your spouse that morning, or your partner, or whatever you want, whatever's going on, and then you don't feel like going to the gym. Okay, so you don't go to the gym, right? And in that moment, it might feel good because you don't feel like it. You don't want to go in there. You don't want to bust ass. You don't want to have to motivate yourself. You're pissed at them, or they're pissed at you, or whatever happened. Whatever happened. So you just skip it, and you don't go. And then it might not happen that day specifically. It probably will. But if it's part of your routine to go to the gym and you don't, oh, thank you for coming on. Yes, girl. If you don't, you will feel like shit, to some degree or another. Now, I don't feel like I need to say this, but I will. If there's some actual serious emergency, like you've broken your leg and you need to go to the hospital, or somebody called and your mother's in the hospital or something like that, okay, fine. But most things in life, no matter how challenging they are, don't stack the pain on top of them, So you skip the gym, okay, so then you feel like shit. Well, you feel like shit, so then you go to McDonald's and make yourself feel better for maybe 20 minutes, if you're lucky it lasts that long. Or you drink, and that first drink will last you about 20 minutes of giggling, and then you find that it's gone, so you need to have another one, and then eventually you could turn into just like an angry asshole or something like that, because that's how alcohol works. I'm sorry to tell everybody, and yes, I do have some drinks, so I'm not sitting here being preachy about it. I know what happens. So that's what I mean about don't stack your pain. Something happens and you don't feel like doing the thing that you should be doing, your habit. This is where, if you have your habits tightly ingrained in your schedule, and then you have that extra push from your integrity of doing what you say you're going to do, that will carry you through. And you may not be happy while you're doing it, but you will not regret doing it later. I actually just had a client who yesterday, her win for yesterday was she got herself out of bed, or no, it was on Tuesday. It was Tell Me Something Good Tuesday. And she got out of bed even though she really didn't want to, and then she went and worked out, and she did not regret going to work out. And not only that, she ended up doing her weigh-in and her measurements and stuff that day, and found out she had made progress. She would not have known that until the next cycle of them checking in and doing measurements and stuff, if she hadn't have gone in. So she would have not gotten out of bed, she would have skipped her workout and felt like shit, and then she would never have gotten that news. Whereas she just suffered for a few minutes to get herself to the gym, toughed through the workout, got a great workout, felt good about herself, that she kept her word to herself, and she got good news on top of it. It was like a present from the universe. So that's what I'm talking about, guys. The stuff is always going to happen. Don't stack your pain, because that's exactly what it is. You know, we're having some stuff going on here. I didn't feel like walking the dogs. I would have felt like a horrible dog parent because there was no excuse for me to not walk the dogs. And I walked them. And now they're tired and happy and all the things, and there you go, it's done, and I got my 10,000 steps. So I don't regret that at all. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you. So that's really it, guys. And when you think of it that way, you'll start taking care of yourself. When you have your habits in place and you decide to just suffer through for 5 to 20 minutes or however long it takes for you to get through whatever you're doing, you won't have to suffer for hours later, or God forbid days, because I know some of us have got that complex that we've learned over the years of just beating ourselves up, which doesn't work. So knock that shit off too while you're at it. But yeah, that's kind of what I had for you today, guys, and I really hope that this kind of kicks in and you remember it on the day when you really need to, because I know it'll be a little challenging on that day or at that time or whatever. It could be today, it could be tomorrow, who knows. But go out there, crush it, whatever it is. If you're having a bad time and you don't feel like going to the gym for an hour, go there for 20 minutes. And if you end up staying for an hour, that's great. If you stay for 20 minutes, that's great too. If you just show up for 5, that's also great. Just keep it going, because if you stop, suddenly you've made it okay. You've made it okay to lie to yourself. You've made it okay to put your priorities second. You made it okay to no longer follow your habits. So, go out there, guys. Crush it. I believe in you. I'm sorry I'm squinting. The sun is over there. It's starting to come in. And have an awesome day. Nobody's told you I love you. I believe in you. And I believe that you should believe in yourself. And I believe that you should love yourself. And if you don't believe me, you don't have to believe me, but believe you. As long as it's positive. All right, guys, this is Coach Beth at Viking Vitality, helping people live powerful and pain-free lives. So have an awesome one. I will see you tomorrow. If you like this, please like it, love it, share it, all the things. Send it directly to somebody you know would benefit from hearing it. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.